Waiting no plenty can go round if you believe in love. So get ready, sing it loud if you believe in love. There's no mountain we cannot crush if you believe in love. Understanding our key to love if you believe in love. See, waiting no plenty can go round if you believe in love. Nígbà èwe tá bá ń ṣeré pẹ̀lẹ́tọ̀ ilé la fi ń ṣayé a ò kọ ohun tó bá dé ìfẹ́ la fi gbé Ìgbò Yorùbá ta Haúsá àjọ ń sopa kí ló wá dé tá fi ń sunkún tá fi ń para wa a ò ronú mọ́ mo sọ báwo la ṣe ṣe tá fi ń sunkún lóríta mẹ́ta ẹ̀pà ògbóró mọ́ ohun ò tó máa pọ̀ tá bá sowọ́ ohun ò tó máa pọ̀ tá bá sowọ́ pọ̀ wetin no plenty can go round if you believe in love so get ready sing it loud if you believe in love there's no mountain we cannot crush if you believe in love understanding our key to love if you believe in love oh we can't see beauty before 66 I am Bironaga one day in a hotakwa Igbo Yoruba na Hausa anyị na-enwe mmekọta ya bụ nwanne dị na mba ndị si kara aka na-eti ọja ụmụ Igbo gbaghara gbaghara Nigerians gbaghara ka nyere nwanyị aka wetin no plenty can go round if you believe in love so get ready sing it loud if you believe in love there's no mountain we cannot crush
aka Sweet Man. Mr. Sweet Man in the building. Woo!
Well,
we cannot talk about an amazing way to set off a great show, an effervescent show such as ours. Amazing from the stable of Mr. Sweet Man. Whether it's a quick weekend getaway or is a trip abroad, more and more Nigerians are prioritizing relaxation and vacations. Now one wonders, how is this shaping our culture and who we are as a people?
Yeah, it will go a long way, Thelma, and I do know that Nigeria has so many breathtaking and amazing resorts and destinations all over the nation. But the big question is, are Nigerians maximizing their potentials?
Well, I trust them to maximize their potentials. But one thing I do know for sure is that vacations are more than sightseeing, having fun, and spending money. There's a real reason why many people go on vacations. Perhaps that'll be one of the things we'll be delving into today on the show.
So yeah, indeed, we'll delve in and ask a very important question. How is local tourism boosting our economic growth and development? And how are you? My emphasis here is you. How are you contributing to this very important sector? I am Patience Eloy Abba, and this is your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, coming to you from the network service of the NTA. Today, we are going on a vacay together.
Wow, an exciting adventure birds right here, and we'll be doing it with you. You bring the excitement, and if you'd like, and also contribute to the GDP as well of our great country, Nigeria. My name is Thelma Obaza. Come on in and be part of this amazing adventure on Weekend Deal today.
Assurance, it's alright. He go better. All God and man, if we come together and love one another, it will better. All God and man, if we come together and we'll live together. Can be one do, can be one do, can be one do, can be one do. Ah, insurance, insurance, assurance, ego better. Oh God, if we come together and live one another, ego better. Ah, oh God, if we come together and love one another, can be one do, can be one do, can be one do, can be one do. Orí mi ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, orí wa ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjọ máa kọ́lé o. Orí mi ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, Nigeria ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjọ máa lọ́lá o. What you give is what you get. Every living must come to end. Don't you love me for who I am? Love me cause I just what is right. Insurance, assurance, assurance, insurance, ego better. Oh God, if we come together and love another, ego better. Oh God, if we come together and we'll live one another, can be one do, can be one do, can be one do, can be one do. Orí mi ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, Nigeria ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjọ máa lọ́lá o. Orí mi ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, orí mi ò ní gbàbọ̀dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjọ máa lówó o. What you give is what you get. Every living must have an end. Don't you love me for who I am? Love me cause I just what is right. It's alright. Assurance, assurance, ego better. Oh God, if we come together and love one another, ego better. Oh God, if we come together and assure one another, can be one do, can be one do, can be one do, can be one.
Oh, ego better.
For sure.
If we come together.
For sure.
Oh, God, oh.
Insurance and assurance.
Oh,
Give it up for Mr. Sweet Man.
It go better if we go vacation, Thelma. It go better.
Yes,
if
we are there already. But today's, isn't the program like a vacation?
It's like a vacation. People are
An
coming
amazing
with us
adventure.
on vacation. Yeah, so we're talking about something a whole lot of people dream of, but only a few would do it. But why are Nigerians not packing up every year to say, I'm taking my family on a vacation? You don't have to travel out of the country. Is it that we don't have the culture, or is it because, like we said, our local palace, Pepe never rests? Whatever the reason, Francis is taking us on the show opener, which is our backgrounder. He will be telling us more why Nigerians are not packing up and going on vacations, or why, if we are going, he will still tell us. Francis, take it away.
From the buzzing street of Lagos to the markets of Onitsha and the farmlands of the Middle Belt, Nigerians are always on the move, pushing, striving and working hard to make ends meet. This traditional work ethic, often described as hustle culture, is celebrated and admired. However, one major aspect often missing from this hard-working lifestyle is the concept of rest, particularly vacations.
It is very good to note that Nigerians are hard-working people. Nigerians, too, also like recreation and leisure. And that means that people do embark on holidays. But however, there are little bit of constraints that sometimes militate against going on holiday in Nigeria. For instance, we have the economic dimension. Many people don't have enough disposable income to be able to embark on holiday, even though they wish to, because they have to first of all take care of their personal need, including their family needs. Children are in school, demanding for school fees and educational challenges. There are health challenges. There are other numerous challenges, including providing for the extended family. Those are some of the constraints that many a times do not allow Nigerians to embark on holiday. So they take every ample opportunity to generate more income so that they can meet the needs of the people around them and themselves.
Global research consistently highlights the value of vacations. According to the American Psychological Association, regular vacations reduce stress, improve mood, boost creativity, and enhance job performance.
When you go on vacation, it helps you to go and wind down on what you have achieved for a period of time. It gives you opportunity to reflect on the areas of your achievement and look at the set targets, whether you are able to meet up your set targets and timeline. This will give you some opportunity to have new innovations, new thinking, new ideas. And when you go on holiday, you may be able to see new things, because travel itself is part of education.
Encouragingly, a cultural shift is beginning to take place. More young Nigerians and middle-class families have now realized the value in taking time off, not just to rest, but to explore, reflect, and reconnect with loved ones.
In developed world, when you work for 11 months, the 12th month, you shut down your office, you switch off your phone and take your family and go on holiday. But it has not been able to materialize in this country. I think government can do a lot to encourage such things, probably by creating holiday vacation fund in various organizations. You create a pool of fund that can make people to take some money to go on holiday at the end of the year. Not necessarily saying you want to pay leave allowance. Leave allowance is not even enough for you to take a leave.
The culture of endless work may have been a necessary survival tool in Nigeria's past, but it cannot define the future. To truly thrive physically, mentally, and emotionally, Nigerians must begin to embrace the culture of rest.
You can begin to set aside a certain percentage of your monthly income into a special account. You can call it holiday account. You begin to make monthly deductions so that at the end of the year, you have enough quantum of finance to be able to embark on holiday for you and yourself and your family. If you want to embark on a holiday, for instance, in December, you start planning from January so that you can save enough to take you out on holiday in December.
Our focus on Weekend Deal today will be on the culture of vacations in Nigeria.
The culture of vacations amongst Nigerians. I was just talking with patients behind the scene. I said, game.
What?
In fact, the legs are ready. The boxes are even packed. What do you even need boxes for? But the bank accounts now. Even we're talking about local tickets. Okay, now. You want to buy your ticket locally. Even how now? And I heard our dear Oga there telling Francis that we should start saving from January. Okay, now, is it not when the salary lasts beyond a week? When the needs for the salary have taken over, within 4 days, your list of 20, you're only able to do 4. Okay, now, but I will take it on advisement. Yes. We even get a financial person, those people that understand finances, to help us arrange the books.
Okay.
Because this vacation, it must be done, oh. We like the, and Paris is beckoning.
Oh.
So we're just describing Paris, the Eiffel Tower, and all of that. Yes, now. We're not, why? Paris beckons at us, we're going there. No dolly, no stopping. Okay, that brings us to what Talato has been talking about and working on all through the week. Well, Nigerians need to rest and unwind, but how do they make vacation a lifestyle? It starts with the thinking and then the planning and gathering resources together. And after then, whoa, is it USA? You can even travel within the country. But Talatu, please take us there. What did you find?
One of the major challenge that makes people, not just Nigerians, not to take a break and go for vacation is because when you look at your financial status, you look at your bank account, you look at the pressure, you look at what you need to do, and of course the financial burden covering the whole logistics of traveling, you feel that you can't take a break because you also look at your income, because your income also determines where you are going to be spending your vacation. If I want to spend my vacation in the Caribbean, of course, I know I need to look for a hotel, I need to get my visa, I need to get the logistics of going there, of course, the flight tickets. So if I'm a salary earner of just 100,000 in a month, where will I get about over 5 million naira for such a break? We advise people to design small vacations that can suit their pockets. You don't need to travel out of your country or a far distance before you take a vacation. There are a lot of tourism opportunities and potentials, destinations also closer to you. So your vacation is designed to be enjoyed the way you want to be enjoying it. When you look at why do you want to take a vacation, you want to chill off, you want to cool yourself, or you want to take inspiration, or you just want to make it a retreat. So you need to look at your finance. You need to ask yourself, why are you going on that vacation? And all of this will not determine where you need to go for the vacation.
Nigeria is a very vibrant country, and Nigerians just believe in work, 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 work. Even when they're on vacation, like the working class, when they go on leave, most of them don't actually take time to rest. They go back to either doing one business or the other because they want to thrive. They want to be able to meet the expectations of the family. But no, it is very wrong. When we talk about vacation, it's supposed to be taking time off work and rest. Either do a leisure. If you need to travel, you sit down, plan your travel, look for a destination that is not actually too expensive for your budget because you need to plan. If I have to plan the HR manual for an organization, I will put vacation allowance so people can save to actually go for an intentional vacation. Because when they go on vacation, on intentional vacation, maybe to a resort, take Calabar, the Obudu Mountains, for example, you go there. You go, you refresh your brains, you renew your strength, do some leisure, reading, go on a cable ride. You'll come back fit and more productive. There is no part of Nigeria that does not have a site, a historical site that you can visit as a tourist. As individuals and as organizations, we should encourage travels within Nigeria, vacations within Nigeria. We need to educate the public about what we have. People they just close over the weekend, they stay in their houses, they go to the market and come back to their house and sleep maybe or watch one or two. No, go with your family to the stadium, do some kayaking. It's fun. Your children will say thank you. We need to cultivate that culture.
Oh, thank you so much, Francis. I saw you stretching in one video. Body was paining you everywhere. Kaleto has told you where to go. So, Francis, jump on the train of vacations. I told Okay, I heard you. Anyway, I told you at the beginning that Nigeria is blessed with so many amazing destinations and resorts, and that we are going on a vacation. So let's go on this vacation to Yankari Game Reserve, one of our oldest and most gorgeous game reserve. Anything about you? Start the vehicle. Let's go.
Think of vacations, our minds often wanders to destinations beyond our borders. But what if you were told that some of the most breathtaking escapes are right here at home? In Nigeria, the culture of vacation is evolving. Families, couples, and solo travelers are beginning to rediscover the gems within our own terrain. Bauchi State, the pearl of tourism, is one that hosts such hidden treasures. Welcome to Yankari Game Reserve, the crown jewel of Bauchi. Nestled in the heart of the savannah, Yankari offers an unforgettable blend of adventure and serenity.
We have the Marshall Cave, the only man-made cave in West Africa. Before you see such, except if you go to Egypt, Israel, or Arabian country, or you have it in this reserve. It's abundant area. It's a big city by that time. According to research, they say over 2,000 years ago, people they spend their lifetime. It has about 59 caves, which include underground cave, single room and parlor, upstairs and chamber. Yankari Game Reserve is well protected. We have a lot of securities. Since from the gate, we have there is army, and we have our rangers, more than 60, that always they are just patrolling so that to keep the reserve safe. Even they come, there is our rangers. We have some police and other security guard. Yankari is safe indeed.
Affordable and accessible destinations like Yankari are redefining what a Nigerian vacation looks like, transforming weekends, getaways, and staycations into meaningful moments. With the rise of ecotourism and sustainable travel, local resorts and communities are thriving, inviting visitors to engage with nature, culture, and heritage in ways that support local economy. One of such is the Sumo Wildlife Park, located in the Sumo Forest in Ganjua local government of Bauchi State. From Yankari Game Reserve to Sumo Wildlife Park to Maladumba Natural Lake to Old The Settlement, Bauchi is brimming with adventure waiting to be explored.
Yes, you are again. Thank you.
We have Duke wells. Also, it is for the ancient peoples. It contains about 132 wells, and they are interconnected at the ground for representing an elaborate water storage system. It was dug by the slave trade. It's just they are settled during this on their way from Fali to Duguri. So they will just settle at there for good 3 days before they pass to Duguri. So it is their water reservoir. You see, over 350 something years ago, up to now, some of the wells there is water, but some was collapsed because they dug in sedimentary rock, that is sandy stone. Because this 2,244.10 square kilometers were on top of sedimentary rock. The more you remove this farming soil, then you'll meet it.
So the next time you think of taking a break, remember, home holds some of the finest destinations. The culture of vacations in Nigeria is here to stay. Discover Nigeria, experience home.
Wow, that's quite picturesque. And already, Patience and I were already imagining what it would be like to go there with our families, you know, have a weekend getaway. And good thing, our guests are in the house to begin to bring that conversation to reality. Talking about tourism, represented. Talking about someone who has toured Nigeria and the continent, also ably represented. So we get to meet them, learn from them, and begin to make realistic plans. Let's meet, greet, and welcome Chief Abiodun Abisayo Odusonwo. He's the National President, Institute for Tourism Professionals of Nigeria, ITPN. His profile is next.
Weekend Deal.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, good
Okay,
morning.
Chief is not alone. You know how we do it. There's a pretty calm looking lady sitting next to him. She's not a stranger to tourism or vacations. She is Remi Osifo, hospitality consultant and lead curator, Abuja City Tourist. Let's see her profile.
Let's welcome the beautiful Remi Osifo. I was just telling her that I said you are very appealing to the eyes. In fact, because you are a tour guide, we are going to make that trip, okay? We've agreed. While we're planning Paris, we will do you. You will give us a very interesting agenda in Nigeria. We visit more than one place. Welcome to Weekend Deal. Of course, Chief Odusonwo is a family member. He's been here several times, but this time we're planning a realistic vacation. Okay, we welcome you to Weekend Deal. We're talking about the vacation culture amongst Nigerians. And when we bring issues like this to the fore, it tells us that things are not as they were or as they ought. And that means we can do better, because the ideal thing is when you go on a vacay, then you can relax and unwind. You can't be working and be relaxing. Like we saw Francis now, chief backgroundist, packaging features, body ache, neck pain. He too would like, to plan a realistic vacation. We also told that from our take home, a good way to start planning from January. Tell us, how many Nigerians are planning realistic getaways? What's happening? And contributing, hopefully, to the GDP of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. The idea of vacation really is not something practiced in Nigeria and it's been done in other climes, really.
Yeah, true.
Vacation could be sometimes be accidental. When it comes to, okay, now they go on a business trip, business leisure, they now plan what they call leisure activities. Okay, yeah, we're going for this conference here in our country. Then tagged to that business conference, it's now let's go and tour. Let's go to important places, story places within that particular area. We have that. Secondly, we also have the issue of Yoruba call it Monlosile. The Igbo call it Ilobi. They go to their fatherland or they're going home. People actually link traveling to going back home or going to do things within their own original habitation environment. So that one is linked to that. Also, the idea of vacation has now coming up a bit more gradually as the state of urbanization is coming up more in Nigeria. Also, we have development of more cultural activities coming up. Our traveling is linked to either to religion, culture, or agriculture, for example. The Yam Festival, we have there, people go there. We have people going there because they belong to this particular group. We have seen what happened in Akwa Ibom recently. People there, we see what happened. Even the Ojujoba Festival as well. This is an annual thing that comes up. And that is now gaining momentum throughout. People are seeing the marketing and leisure of their culture now as something that invite people to come and do. So generally, the idea of vacation in Nigeria is not something that is well planned, but then it can be coincidental. More and more people now, they are now developing, marketing their own culture. They are also, because we have a large number of Nigerians outside Nigeria, the diasporans, they want to know what is there, what's my culture, what are the peculiarity of my culture. So therefore, more and more of those now are now coming up. People are now having reasons to, in fact, go out and pursue a bit of vacation. And that's a trend now.
Good one. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. At least we are seeing an inroad into Nigerians going on vacation. Okay, so as a hospitality consultant and a lead curator, how do you help people who are vacationing or people who want to come on vacation, enjoy their vacation around Nigeria?
Thank you so much for that beautiful question. I'll take it back to the beginning, I would say. In 2020, I think, I was at the time managing a service apartment. So I met a number of people that, COVID was, sliding out, and people were and people were returning to their selves, and they were coming into Abuja. And I asked a lot of people, why are you visiting? And they just wanted something different from where they had, been living. And most of them were coming in from Lagos. Lagosians, go back. But most of them were coming in from Lagos, and I thought that it was very interesting that their choice was Abuja. And I've noticed that there's been an influx of people intentionally coming into this city to have a good time. Sometimes they never go back. Now, what we do is to ask them what you call the pain points. What exactly are you looking to do? Is it adventure? Is it relaxation? What do you want to achieve with all of this? And when they explain all that they want, we now look at the age bracket and see what fits in. And then we choose the perfect destinations for them to have that experience that they're looking for. And the reason is we want them to go back home and feel refreshed and know that they went on an actual vacation. Nigerians love enjoyment, and I love to see them enjoy. So yes, it's been an amazing experience.
Okay, I like that synergy. They love enjoyment, and you love to see them enjoy. And in between, you're making your money. I needed to say that. I need to say that because love does not come without.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And also, there's a way, having somebody who loves what she does, who loves Nigeria as well,
she does,
and who understands people is a definite plus. Because the way she's even talking, I'm already thinking, I would love her to take me around.
I would be honored.
And amazing. But where some people may have the challenge is the time. For some is the time, for some is the resources. Like we heard one of our guests in the background feature talking about putting aside. Patience calls it interesting times. In these interesting times, we want to be sure that there's something for everyone. Because people hear the kid, they are thinking, oh, we live for the elites. We live for the very financially stable. But I do seem to gather from what you're saying that you can make something for everyone. Whether you're single, whether you're coming with your fiancé, whether you're coming with your family, So, for example, I'm just coming with maybe 2 friends, Our age bracket is 40 to 50 years. And we want to forget the bills. Forget the family, forget the cooking, the sweating, the long days. We want to have a week of an amazing experience in Nigeria. Can you plan quickly, just briefly, perhaps our itinerary for 3 days?
Yes, of course, I can do that. Now the thing is, I always preach that you don't need that much to have a good time. There are a lot of places that are free to access, but people often don't understand that you can start where you are. Start where you are. Just leave your house. Millennium Park is free. Take a nice mat, sit down, bird watch, people watch, have interactions. That's a good way to unwind. So yes, we can absolutely do that. But the good part is Abuja City Tourist also has a public platform where you can go to, and we have full details on places you can go to, the price implication, how to get there. All of those details are out there. So even if you don't come to us to create like an itinerary for you, there is a platform where you have all that to you. Like you even have a visual representation of what it looks like and how you can dress up to go there. You have all of that for you, and you can make your decision, save ahead of time. I mean, if it's transportation, you can always plan. I believe in planning every and anything. So if you say, oh, in the next 2 weeks, I want to go to this place, I need 5,000 naira. If you save 200, 300 naira, you start today, you definitely have 5,000 at the end of 2 weeks to enjoy and have a good time. You can't wait till you have it all to go. That might never happen, and you might never go.
Indeed. True. So you don't like the idea of Paris?
Oh, I love Paris, but I love Nigeria more.
You look amazing in Paris.
I know. I know.
After we have toured Nigeria together.
Yes.
Okay, Chief, I don't know about Paris, but the average, Chief, this is for you. The average Nigerian work, and I'm talking the average of us all, we take our leave, and it becomes another means of hustling. We don't even rest when we take leave. A lot of us, as we're leaving the office, we're taking our leave and we're doing another side hustle. How do we inculcate in people the need for them to actually take their leave and have leisure?
That's right.
Because is it because of the interesting times, like we want to call it, and some civil servants don't even go on leave at all. They just find a way around their leave. So I need you to speak to that, to say that we need a leave, we need vacations to rejuvenate. I need you to speak to that.
Thank you very much. In life, you have to maintain a work-life balance, actually. That balance is essential to ensure that you even become more productive when you are in work, when you're actually at work. Some people, during their leave or holidays, when they want to, let me go and finish that house I'm doing in the village. Let me finish that work in the house I couldn't get to do. So therefore, when they come back from their leave, they're even more tired than they were. So they need another leave to enjoy, to actually recover from the leave as well. Now, what we need to do is that, as he has said, there are some local places you can do, small things around you can do. Leisure doesn't have to mean traveling so far, as he has enumerated. Taking some time off to relax.
Doesn't mean party all the time.
Doesn't mean that I have to travel out, but then it's going to be planned. When you're talking about leisure program as well, there needs to be a bit of more coordination between those within the travel value chain. Because if you want to go to a place, there isn't that transportation to take you there. You need to ensure that that is there. So therefore, from the tourist perspective, we need to ensure that there's more collaboration and coordination between operators within the value chain. That's essential. What has actually happened, particularly in Abuja, is that there are so many green areas, green spaces, really, where Abuja is not as built up as some other destinations. So therefore, when you are walking, just take time off to relax somewhere. And then vacation implies a series of activities, really, which taking you away from your normal life pattern. So therefore, you need to actually inculcate ourselves the idea of relaxation and taking vacation. Like you just said previously, it's going to be planned. Because there's no vacation does not involve some element of financial commitment. So therefore, you need to actually ensure that you plan the vacation, you plan in such a way that it allows you to come back better than you are when you left off. That's very essential.
That's so critical. Coming back better is key. Planning is strategic and very key. And I know that vacations, in fact, any meaningful memory you want to make is often better when you're doing it with those you love. So perhaps we have been converted. It's time for us to gather people, because Nigerians have a mindset of, like what she said earlier, I need to have enough. Because we are talking here, none of us here is alone in this world. We all have attachment. So if you're thinking you need to relax, you know that your family needs it too. So you're planning with them. And I know of families who go, like 6 families will travel. And we know there are many Nigerians who believe that there's no good time except they are crossing continents. They've even left Africa. No, maybe it's from them ahead of this Paris tour.
Paris, you're stopping now.
Or good they think I now have Remy. And now, trust me, I used to be a Millennium Park aficionado, but there was a time it was shut down for quite a bit, and we just forgot to keep going. So I like the idea of vacation means you must change. You must come back renewed, reinvigorated. Well, Nigerians are responding to all our convo, and this is what some of them are saying. Well, Chidima from Enugu says, this is quite an interesting conversation. Hello, everyone. You see, I'm reaching you from Enugu. Enugu is good and very bright today, and I wish you all a very happy Sunday. I like our daddy who is giving us some music. Thank you so much, Daddy, for bringing joy to our world this morning, despite the hurdles many of us are facing. And thank you, too, to our second daddy in the studio. And thank you for all that he's saying. We do hope we can plan. In fact, we're starting our planning right now. Thank you so much, Chidima from Enugu. Okay, there's another one here. Alhaji Garko is reaching us from Karu site in Abuja. He said, good morning. He said, vacation is a very good thing. He said, but this is a matter of resources. Anyway, now that you have said saving, Let us start to sing.
Let's say.
Alhaji Gariko, thank you so much for lending your voice to our conversation.
Thank you. When we say join the conversation and you join our conversation, we appreciate you deeply. We don't take it for granted. So when we come back, I'll be asking a question. My question is, my greatest job is, as a mother, is knowing what to cook. Mommy, what are we eating this year? Mommy, what are we having? So my vacation will be going somewhere that I don't have to suggest what to eat, what to cook. So I would ask her when we come back, is there a place that mothers and their children can go and somebody just gives you the food and you eat? But that will be when we come back. We're going on the break. Don't go away.
And they're running inside. Your daughter's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't cry. One of those days, you're gonna rise up singing. And you spread your wings and take them to the sky until the morning. And no harm is gonna come to you, 'cause your dad and mom is standing by. Summertime, and I'm feeling it. Is that fishes are jumping and the curtain is high. Your daughter's real and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't cry. Summertime, 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 summertime. And the feeling is that fishes are jumping and the curtain is high. Your daughter's real and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't cry. One of those days, you're gonna rise up singing, and you spread your wings and take them to the sky until the morning. Ain't no harm is gonna come to you, 'cause your dad and mom is standing by. Summertime, summertime, summertime.
Summertime. Amazing. Oh!
Thank you very much.
There is a man.
Oh, wow.
There is a man, Mr. Amos. There's a man called Amos Benson Nigeria. And he's AKA Sweet Man. And he's the man in the studio. Let's give it up.
Oh, no, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Woo! That was some fantastic summertime rendition.
Yeah.
I like the part about my dad as a rich man.
And my mommy looks good, and mama looks good.
Ooh, yeah.
So baby, stop crying.
So what's mama's good looking got to do with the...
the money. Daddy is rich. Mama looks good. Baby, stop crying.
Thank you, Mama Good Looking, but I love Daddy because...
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, I wanted to ask something. You know, we took a break and Patience asked the question, but I want to ask something. You know that we can't take away the fact that many Nigerians often go outside the country. We do know from what we hear from you guys, Nigeria is rich, there's a lot here and all of that. But they go out there, they gravitate there. Is it that travel outside our shores is better organized? Is it that the scenery is richer? I know it's certainly not cheaper. We have more Nigerians planning straight outside the continent, straight, you know, to these lovely places we've talked about. So we want a situation where there's more of their resources contributing to our economy. It will make our economy smile and to impact all of us. So what are we doing to realign? Like we saw, see good music now, see tour guide, see a tourism association. So there are things we need to bring, to merge, to blend, to make these experiences richer. Or are they? Or are we perfect as we are? Let me start with Chief Odusongo, and then you'll end your voice.
The concept of vocation really needs to be inculcated in all of us. The inculcation needs to start from schools. It's not only government. Government has got a big role to play. After all, government control the laws relating to environmental stipulation, relating to practice and mobility, therefore. However, we need to ensure that we encourage vocation within our own domain. After all, no two places are the same in Nigeria. We may all come from the same place. However, there are some parts of our culture that's actually different from the other ones. So therefore, we need to ensure that we all inculcate the ability of vocation. We need to ensure that our environment in our own little way is done properly. We need to encourage local activities within our own domain. We need to also ensure that in our little way we promote security. After all, it's much more cheaper to actually have your vocation in Nigeria than travel abroad. So therefore, in doing so, we can look into the economic benefit of promoting local activities as well, because the spillover effect of promoting activity locally transcends beyond the particular area it is on. If you have vacation locally within the country, transportation will enhance, activities within the local production, local produce will enhance, supported. So it really is our interest collectively to ensure we promote vacation. After all, vacation also make workers more productive. Vacation encourage also people to live much longer. They live much healthier. They live more fun-filled life. So therefore, collectively, both the government and individuals, religious circles, to promote vacation within the country.
I mean, the advantages of going on a vacation can never, there are so many, we cannot even overemphasize them. And the fact remains that there are so many countries that are practically living on tourism. That is where they generate their income. Not oil, nothing but tourism. And we have what it takes to also do that in Nigeria. I promised you we are going on the vacation. I'm taking you to a Akari Game Reserve, even though Tema says she's going somewhere else. But right now, let me take you to Marina Resort in Calabar and more. NTA Calabar, start the vehicle.
Vacation across Nigeria can be enjoyable, but that of Calabar is exceptional. This paradise city is a hidden tourism jewel where culture, nature, and adventure meets. From weekend getaways to eco-tourism escapes, Calabar and its environs offers affordable and unforgettable vacation options for families, couples, and solo travelers. Let's begin a journey of Calabar with popular marina resorts, family favorites, a blend of entertainment with history and nature, perfect for weekend escape where we have boats, cruise, mini zoo, cinema, slave trade, and even historic relics.
In Calabar, you have a lot of tour sites. You can't be bored. You could decide to go to Kwa Falls and have a picnic and spend a day there. And we're also developing some level of accommodation for people because most people now want to stay over. And most of the people in eco-tourism prefer to come with their tents, and there's ample space for them to stay there with the tents and, enjoy nature.
Just a short drive away is the Tinapa Resort. Once a commercial hub, now finding new life as a destination for rest to unwind after a busy day. For nature lovers, Kwafos in Akampa, nestled deep in tropical rainforests, Agbokum waterfalls, including Obudukato Ranch, are also quiet and serene. Second people's driven travel. They are not just homes for primates, but also a destination for relaxation.
So naturally, Crossivarians are hospitable people, and it just comes naturally. So in terms of affordability, I don't see any other destination in Nigeria, I talk of West Africa, that can be compared to Calabar.
The environment itself is very conducive. The weather is also that very accepting.
Currently, we are at Municipal Garden, where we have the biggest and the latest event centers, and also the recreational center, the Garden Bar, and Lord's Moon. Always visit Cross River State as your destination. Here in Calabar, we say with destination Cross River. We think about Cross River, and we believe in Cross River.
Aside all this, one cannot completely say his or her holiday visit is completely without visiting the Calabar Municipal Garden or attending the Calabar Carnival, the largest tourist attraction in Africa, featuring children carnival, bikers carnival, and street party, all colorfully displayed. More so the historic sites like National Museum, Mary Slessor Home, including some aesthetics. After a day's exploration, Calabar night life and food scene light up the evening from spicy dishes to grilled seafood. Our traditional cuisines are not left out. In Calabar, every corner tells a story of beauty, culture, and nature, whether you are chasing waterfalls or just a quiet weekend away. This city and its environs are waiting to welcome you home. So, come discover Nigeria, discover Calabar. Your next vacation begins here.
Wow. Come discover Nigeria indeed. And good thing, we're discovering the beauty and the picturesque scenery of our great country together. Good thing we have Remy here and Chief Odusonwo. Behind the scenes is being excitement, planning. And if you want to get giddy with us, come and plan with us. And you can do that through sending us your messages, your experiences through now, your messages are coming in. But for now, we're going to a UNESCO site. They say it has great rock formations and is a cultural status place where everyone wants to come and be well represented. I think you said Idonre. Idonre Hills. Wow. Well, let's go there together.
Over 100 years ago, the people of ancient Idonre migrated from their original settlement, Ifeoke, now known as Idonre Hills, to the present-day Idonre town at the foot of the hills located in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. The ancient town, located on hills of about 3,000 feet high above the sea level, still attracts natives and tourists alike for both traditional and recreational purposes, respectively.
Idonre people lived up to 1,200 years here before descending down. The former Oba, not the immediate past one, his father, was one who led us from here in 1928 to form Alade, and the second set of people, 1933, now they established Udode. So we were all together here. Our tradition is common. Everything we do, and we are monolithic in language. All Idonre, local government, we are monolithic. We speak the same language because we all left here to go into the various forests in those days to establish farm settlements. So this is the real Idonre.
Ascending the hills, which have been designated UNESCO World Heritage Center in October 2007, takes a total of 682 steps from the ground level to the peak, with 5 resting points along their way. The scenic landscape of Idori Hills is inviting as tourists also have the opportunity to visit historic sites such as the ancient Owa Palace, the first primary school in the town established in 1896, the Thunderwater known locally as Omi Akbara, the traditional court with an adjoining prison house, the Arun River, revered for its healing power, the mystical Agbogun footprint touted for its ability to adjust to any foot size placed in it, among other interesting sites. The unique ecosystem and geologic formations make tourist visits to Idori Hills fascinating. The ancient people of Idori lived on the hills for about 1,000 years before moving to their present locations of Odode, Alade, Atoshin, and other kingdoms, towns, and villages in Idori land. Make Idori Hills your next vacation destination where you can see the world differently.
Idori Hills. I mean, our guest yesterday said that when she looks back at her childhood or her youthful days, one of the things she's so most proud of, Professor Mary La, she told us how she climbed Cameroon Mountain and that it took her a day and a half. And when she looks back, she's proud. Idori Hills, I'm coming to climb so that I can look back and be proud.
Give it up.
Okay, our guests are still here and we'll speak with them. So, beautiful Remy. You've been in this business for so long, and not so long anyways, but you're good in what you do, and you've made a niche, carved a niche for yourself. So many Nigerians I know would like to toe the line of coming out and seeing sights. What are some of the challenges? Cannot be all roses, I know that. Even roses have thorns, so I know that it pricks once in a while.
If you're right.
Tell us some of your challenges.
Okay, thank you for that question. So aside Nigerians, we also deal with foreigners.
Foreigners, come
yes, and one of the things I try to do is ask questions. What's your pain point? What were you told before visiting Nigeria? And most times when I ask non-Nigerians, they always say, "Oh, insecurity." I've heard it so many times, but I also try to ask them, "What's the good side?" And they always say Nigerians are industrious and hardworking and friendly, and I'm like, okay, amazing. So let me tackle the first. The truth is, information is important. Does insecurity exist? Definitely, we all know this, but information is important, and there are things, the government is also doing things to aid in that direction, right? So what people need to do as regards traveling or exploring is to find out what's happening in a certain location at a certain time. You need to equip yourself with information just the way you would research about a location before traveling out. You need to also do that within the country. It cannot always be bad. Obviously, this is an impression that exists, but it cannot always be bad. And I need us to also imbibe a culture of encouraging people to explore Nigeria as Nigerians as well. Because sometimes you see foreigners coming to the country, write about Nigerian destinations, but you go to the comment section and you see Nigerians dissuading people from visiting. And that's quite painful because, again, this exists in almost every place. You have situations where there's unrest in other countries as well.
Absolutely.
But you see, they come out to say that these things have been tackled. So I think Nigerians should also be ambassadors for our own country. Another pain point would be infrastructure, because I've asked non-Nigerians before, what's that experience that you don't have in other countries? And they say navigating Nigeria can be a hassle if you don't know a Nigerian. And it's the truth. You as a Nigerian, you're used to the road system. You know how to, if you're going from point A to point B, you kind of know how to navigate that. But a non-Nigerian doesn't really know how to might find it a bit difficult. And it's not like we have a map that, most foreigners would completely understand without the help of a Nigerian. So I think infrastructure is something that should be looked into. I see the improvements in the railway system, but more can be done to aid people to aid movement from point A to point B. I want to explore other states. More people want to explore other states, but then when they think of how they're supposed to get to one place and use like 4 vehicles to get there, they might not want to get there. However, let's not take away from the fact that Nigeria is a beautiful country, and most times when people come in, one of the things that they really want to touch on is our food. You'll be shocked. They want to try every and anything. Oh, I've heard about jollof rice. I want to eat jollof rice. I want to eat jollof rice. I want to eat fast food. I want to eat amala, that one that draws.
I am now hungry. Especially, I am hungry.
And so, yeah, that's the beautiful part of exploring Nigeria.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Amazing,
Okay.
amazing. We have some messages, so I want to take one or two. But let me ask you, Chief Odusonwu, I know that abroad, in some countries outside our shores, there are shuttle flights. And the tourism group, the tourism industrialists, since they know people are coming in to have fun and to experience Nigeria, like you said, our cuisine, our rich culture, our history, and those Rocky Mountains that patients will be climbing very soon, all of that. Now she's mentioned infrastructure. Yes. Are you working with the aviation industry to see how you can make movement from place to place easier? I know we have the trains, how are you utilizing that? And also shuttle flights. Maybe hiring helicopters and all of that, getting pilots who are licensed and who understand the picturesque routes. Is that something you're thinking about or working around?
Yes, it is important that there is coordination among those providing services for the traveler. Because if you look at life of a typical traveler, maybe they live in a different area, they come by boat, they get to the road, they go by transportation from then. So therefore, there needs to be a lot of coordination among the private services.
Yes.
Also, most of the vacations happens in a sort of more or less predictable times. For example, the Easter is coming in, we have this holiday, people are actually going to be able to travel a lot more. So therefore, those who are offering services need to be coordinated so that it could be less stressful for the travelers to actually navigate through their journeys. Also, there is need for education among those communities receiving them. Those things you have to see, a traveler, a foreigner, or somebody that's not from the area, you want to start to exploit them, that discourages people. So therefore, that education needs to be made available to people. When they come in there, they're bringing value to your community. So therefore, try to support and encourage them. There's a lot that government needs to do as well. Because see, Nigeria is a multicultural. Diversity actually of Nigerian culture is the attraction. Even those who are in diaspora of Nigeria represented, they want to come home and so available in Nigeria. But they're doing so, they need to ensure that they are well catered and provided for. That they need for more education and communication of our sites so that people can know about it. We need to encourage intra-Nigeria travels as well. Because it's good to travel. Since, of course, the appreciation of vocation in some other economies is much better recognized. But however, what Nigeria should now inculcate that in our people so that they can begin to promote people to actually educate. Because look, it's likely, you see, that's when the benefit of a vacation. It increases community cohesion, for example.
All right.
So
well done. It's a whole lot to talk about, but one of my duty this morning is to take you to resorts, destination sites. I've taken you to Yankari, I've taken you to the Marine Resort. It is time for us to go to Ire Ijesha Fall in Oshogbo. NTA Oshogbo, it's your turn. Take us there.
In Nigeria, taking time off for vacation is considered a normal part of life. It is necessary for not only the workers, but students, as all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. As for importance of taking break from work, regular vacations are critical for both physical and mental health.
It's necessary that when you have worked very hard, there's a need for you to relax. Because our body metabolism requires that we rest so that we can refuel. That's what we call it. So we can recharge. Because even if you use phone to an extent, definitely you need to recharge that phone. The same thing is our body. Our body actually needed relaxation so that we can be able to perform maximally.
One of the few places where people from all walks of life come for vacation is Olumiri Waterfall in Erin-Ijesha, located in Uriade local government area, Osun State. The waterfall, which has been in existence for centuries, is blessed with lush forest and majestic waterfalls. The mystery waterfall provides the traveler from far and near the wonder of nature. Tourists and vacation are intertwined, and local tourism is no longer the backup plan as it has become the preferred option for people seeking affordability, convenience, and sense of safety. Many people prefer to relate with Nigerian treasure, rich cultural heritage, and thrilling adventures.
No, that people they buy energy drink.
Nigerian waterfalls is not just there as nature at its best, it is historical too. And so when you now have people there, they don't just enjoy the scenic nature, they also listen to the historic background of how the place came to be. So that tells of a cultural essence, it tells of our historical essence, and then of the aesthetic essence of nature. Nature is good, the air you breathe is natural there, it's not artificial.
It could be argued that coming for vacation, on the other hand, is a catalyst for community growth and sustainable development.
Sometimes you carry your family, come and look at the garden and look at some environments, different trees, it make you feel happy because it's a very neat place. It's a place that is very neat. So you attract people to come and have relaxation. If you want to do something like birthday or get together, like all this period of after fasting now, people, this layer they want to do now, you see that a lot of people will come with their friend, their family to come and sit down here. Some people traveling from outside, they see this place on the internet, so they like it. They would like to come and sit down here, some to snap picture, some to do birthday, some to do even wedding. Some all these musicians, they come here from different places.
Local tourism and ecotourism act as bridge for cultural exchange, and it fosters greater understanding.
A beautiful scenery. You see, it's called natural outlook. When you go to such a place, you relax, you see nature, you are closer to nature. You will not even want to return home.
Aside from the fact that tourism centers are known for relaxation, it is a place to relieve burden.
Okay, welcome back. We're just back from Ijesha Hills. I promised you I was taking you on a vacation, and I'm feeling so proud. Not to do my shoulder, I'm just feeling proud that I did. From, where did we go, Thelma? We went to Yankari. We've been going round and round, and now it is time for us to go to... Okay, so we're going to take a look at the economic and social value of vacations. Fatty, take it away.
It's very interesting that vacation is not embedded in our culture as Nigerians. We see it as an experience that is better put to use by the middle class and the upper class of the society, but it's actually not so. There are economic values and economic benefits of vacation. There are also social values that you enjoy when you go on vacation. So it's important that our youths, Nigerians generally, try and ensure that they go on vacation once in a year to ease the tension, the stress in this country. And there are lots of assets, there are lots of places in Nigeria where you can experience the best of vacation. By us as Nigerians collectively marketing the hospitality asset that we have in Nigeria that is Nigerian owned. I will always use Ikogosi as an example. People didn't think Ikogosi is a destination that you could visit. They thought it was run down, even though that was the background, the old Ikogosi. The only warm and cold water spring anywhere in the world, that at least that I know of, will have warm and cold water spring flowing side by side, maintaining their thermal properties. From the UK and other families from the Middle East visit Nigeria. If Nigeria is not safe, they will, because these are foreigners. But we Nigerians is not safe. So we need to reorientate ourselves. Hospitality tourism creates the highest employment in this country. get away from the hustle and bustle of the metropolis. It's very, very important that people like us go on vacations at least once in a year to free our minds of the stress and to avoid burnouts. You've been working 24 hours every day of the week. You need vacation. When people are tired of the cluster and the hustle and bustle of the metropolis, they want to visit the hinterland and fresh vegetables, not vegetables that be from the farm to the plates. Those experiences is not what you get in metropolis. For our sanity, because we are stressed, we wake up every day. Some people wake up 5 a.m. to go to work, come back 10, 11, hardly ever had time. It even creates room for family bonding. Parents that hardly had time for their kids can, bring themselves together, pack themselves in the bus, family bonding, the mother, the father, the kids will have a swell time together with their parents. It's important. Even we that have elderly parents can bring ourselves together. Sisters, brothers can, come together. We need the support of Nigerians, and we need the government support to, create an enabling environment.
We've established that vacations are important and essential. They impact your health, your mental well-being. They impact the total you. So please start planning yours. Let me take a few messages, and then I'd like to ask Tolu and Chief Ogusonwo about packages that can suit the middle-class Nigerian family. But Omoto Shaw is reaching us from next door. He says, Nigeria is an amazing destination with a lot of beautiful sights and things to explore. Nigerians need to know this. And they also need to utilize what is around them. Right there in your studio, you have two great people who can begin to make this happen. Let's talk. More action. Let's visit and explore Nigeria starting today. Omotosho Hakeem Olamilekon, thank you for reaching out to us today. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm in love with your program. Keep it up. I like all of you, especially that beautiful woman. And the beautiful lady in green. Is she Indian? Indian. Because she's going to climb Mount Cameroon. Okay, now. Patience is now Indian, but he's just speaking to your beauty, and he says he likes Remy as well. So he doesn't like, and he doesn't like Chief Odusonwo and Thelma. Our time is coming, don't worry. Andy from Makodi, thank you for reaching out to us today. Michael says, I love Weekend Do. I look forward to your program. It's so realistic. Michael Udenwe says he particularly likes Mr. Sweetman. What great music. Michael Udenwe, which is us from Abakaliki. Okay, let me now thank this guy. He said, can you please show us more tourist centers? We delivered. Courtesy Patience, Patience traveled around with you, taking you to Donway Hills, Yankari Games Reserve. I saw you with that giraffe now. She went round. And he's now saying, thank you, Weekend Deal.
Thank you,
for making good your word. Yes, we keep our word. So just one more message. One guy says, he didn't give us your name. He said, thank you guys on NTA. You really make watching television nowadays worth our while. He said, I like your topic. It's realistic. But let me think about the financial aspect. In the meantime, I love watching your show. It's so real. We don't know who you are, but we thank you for reaching out to us. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me talk to you, Remy. Remy, Nigerians like to do things together. It's the beauty of family. It's the beauty of our diverse culture. We like to spend time with friends and family and move together. We also like discounts. So I'm coming as one. You give me the food, the normal price. When I'm coming with a retinue of amazing people, my family, my friends, coming to make fun for you and for us, coming to give you our good money, what kind of discount are you packaging for families and friends.
I love that you asked this question. So we started something on Abuja City Tourist that allows for discounts to almost every and anywhere you would want to go to. So if you book via our website, you get your own specific discount, and you're able to do, if you were going to do 2 activities, now you're able to do 3 or more activities just based off those discounts. But then you'd have to book through our platform. Now, another way in which we give this value is to do public events. Now, these public events make sure that your fees are reduced. So on, I think, May 31st, we have a city tour. Now, you'll be going to 4 places in one day in a very good vehicle, and you have a tour guide. On a regular day, if you had to pay for that as a solo traveler, it will be very expensive, but it's a reduced cost, but you're still getting the same experience, and you're meeting new people, you're meeting exciting people, and you're going to exciting places and having the full-on experience. So we try to do this monthly. We try to do our events monthly so that people have this experience, especially for people that don't even want to go alone, because as you said, it's more expensive to go alone. But when you come together as a people, it's more interesting and it's a lot less.
Amazing.
Interesting.
Amazing.
Together we enjoy more. That
I would be some rocks to climb. I can't get
Actually, yes.
Just get that.
And I'll also be trying our hands on pottery.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going to be
Is
an
the creator
exciting.
and you speaking, right?
Okay, so tourism in Nigeria, we've said, I mean, I'm talking to Chief. We know that tourism is huge in other nations. You understand? It's a big deal. It's their oil.
Yes, right.
In some other countries, tourism is practically oil. How can we have what it, why are we still not maximizing potential in Nigeria? How can we make, I remember the Calabar festivals, Calabar, the festivals in Calabar, carnivals, that people came from all over the world. What can we do to ensure that we are making money through these beautiful, amazing destination sites we have in Nigeria? What do you think the government should do about that?
I think that it's need for coordination of activities. Because, like I said earlier, if you look at tourism, there are so many aspects of it. Many things actually come together to make it tourism. Therefore, we need to ensure, therefore, that all those parts of tourism, because if a traveler or a tourist actually have one poor experience with all those value chain, then it's going to spill over on others as well. Say, for example, you're coming into a very nice place, so the Okongosi or Water Spring or like a part of Ghana, but on your way there, you are treated badly by the guy conveying to that place. That immediately will give a very bad impression of the whole journey. So they are very essential that there is need for coordination among those operating related services. There's need also for the government to actually promote more education about tourism. There is need for collective efforts on the part of those agencies to do with immigration, construction, security, need to ensure that across all those area of activities, there is coordination of the activity of the endeavors as well. And finally, the idea, people need to inculcate in them the idea of vacation. It's when you have that in you, idea of vacation, then you can move on. There are organizations in Nigeria, for example, we have the NATO, National Operation of Nigeria. They actually organize tours and vacations. They have the experience of all those places. They can tell people more about it. They can guide and navigate travelers as to where to go and where not to go.
Let me quickly ask a question here. Like a lot of people are saying, I hope I'm not doing the wrong thing, saying that growing up, Obudukatu Ranch used to be a place. Everybody talked about Obudukatu Ranch. And people are saying they're not getting the same experience as they used to in that amazing place. Whose responsibility is it to ensure that a place like Obudu continues to be vibrant and, as a matter of fact, get better and better with technology and all? Because it's sad to hear people say, I went there and I am not getting the same experience. Whose responsibility? Is it a tourism association? Is it the government?
It is like that of the state government.
Okay, the state it decides with the state government.
Right, yes. Because as far as the constitution is concerned, tourism is on the concurrent list, which means tourism is actually domicile control is the prerogative of the state government. So they need to do that. But really, in fact, when I came back to Nigeria in 2010, also 2012, I was to the World Bank. I was head of tourism, lead tourism president for the country. When I go to Calabar, very beautiful. So beautiful there. For the first, I saw somebody cleaning with very nice. But then you see, when you are planning any huge, more or less as we have there, you need to carry the locals along. You need to have their buy-in so that they won't see it as their.
Let them get them,
that
not
is
ours.
not us. So as long as you get the local buy-in, let them know that this thing is sited here. It's going to bring in value to your area. Yes. You're going to employ more of local people from your vicinity. Yes. But they now make it as if we are bringing these things for the tourists. Yeah, tourists in money. But what about the local people? So that if you don't get local buy-in, they will not look after the facilities.
Wow.
So
they don't feel that they're part of the
That's
culture.
right, yes.
They feel left out.
So it's essential, therefore, that you communicate with people, get a buy-in. Get the buy-in of those people who are bringing passengers there, the local taxi people, get a buy-in.
They will even start to promote the place the tourists get there.
I mean, if you travel to anywhere, even while you are in the commercial vehicle, you see your driver telling you, this is that place, this is where they do that, where they do that. We tell you about the place. Yes. But here, when you're there, the guy is playing some music, you don't understand, he's running the whole place down. So there needs to be that education and people to collectively promote the destination. So tourism promotion is a job for all of us.
It's a job for all of us.
Yes. So we can't assume that the people who are living there will do the needful. We must be intentional. But this is a call to all state governments who have amazing sites, amazing landmarks, amazing destinations under them to please do the needful. It's beyond. It is who we are. Beyond our shores, the world is watching us, and they are naming us as UNESCO sites. So we need to make sure that it is worthy of our visits and those of our friends and families in diaspora who are willing to come in and spend good money in our country.
Yes, thank you so much. It's been amazing having this conversation. I am geared up for a vacation. I'll start saving my 1 naira, and who knows? At the end of 2 years, I may be able to go for a vacation. But the truth is, tourism is all our business, and we can turn our economy around if we are proud and we all focus on tourism. I want to say thank you to the pretty Remy Osifo and Chief. It was good having you here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for staying with us throughout.
Oh, you say thank you to Thelma.
Oh,
thank you now.
Thelma, my amazing,
we work this work together, baby.
Beautiful Thelma. And of course, Mr. Sweetman, we love you. Thank you for giving us music. So let's dance away. It is time for us to enjoy ourselves. Hey.
Easy motion tourist, easy motion tourist, Abba tourist kelele, eka ma jiye ka to lọ láyé, eka ma mu sìgá tó lọ láyé, wọ́n tilẹ̀kùn mọ́ wọn nílé, wọ́n tilẹ̀kùn mọ́ wọn nílé, wọ́n ń kígbe máa wọlé o ọmọ ẹ̀rọ. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o rẹpẹtẹ. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o rẹpẹtẹ. kí ni wọ́n gbé ń ṣe òfófó yín kiri? ẹ sà kí ni wọ́n gbé ń ṣe òfófó yín kiri? atẹ́gùn wa fẹ́ gèlè lọ, yìrì wa bọ́lẹ̀ sọ́nà, aṣọ wa jábọ́ síbẹ̀. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o rẹpẹtẹ. bébí wọ́n gbé ṣe òfófó kiri. atẹ́gùn wa fẹ́ gèlè lọ. Lau erebe, erebe lau. Lau erebe, erebe lau. Ani, owó lélẹ̀ lò, ẹ ò níyàwó fi ṣe o. Lau erebe, erebe lau. Lau erebe, erebe lau, 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 lau. Body, I am sorry, I can't manage. Agwojo ekwe wanyi lodi, I am sorry, akamareya. Onyugo yarema, onyago yarema, onyugo yarema. Anti Christiana imana malo.